Welcome to Raleigh Roots, a podcast about living, working, and raising a family in the Triangle. Join hosts Kate and Kathryn for lighthearted conversations, stories, and interviews about what it is really like to live here. Whether you're thinking about moving to the Triangle or have already planted roots here, tune in and listen on your favorite device. And now your hosts, Kate and Kathryn.
Welcome back to Raleigh Roots, my favorite peeps. I'm Kate. Hello, I am Kathryn. Y'all, today is episode 6.
I know.
Can you believe it?
No. And
All
yes.
right. And y'all, I don't know if y'all are actually just listening to this, which most people do in podcast, but I'm a little excited. If you have time, go over to the YouTube channel or Spotify. We have new mic stands. We're kind of moving up in this world just a little.
We're trying.
We're still rookie-ish. We get it. But y'all, we have professional mic stands. So we hope you've had a good 2 weeks.
And we have a great episode today. I'm super excited. We have another guest. I learned a ton.
Me too.
Yes, we are talking about our faces, our skin health, aging, anti-aging, all the things that we need to know about as we progressively get older.
That's right. Certified medical esthetician was with us today, and y'all, she rocks. She knows her stuff. So yeah, y'all listen in. Before we jump to that, how was your weekend? How was your week? Anything exciting?
I'm getting my hair cut on Friday.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if I should grow my hair out. I like to grow it out a little bit and then chop it off. And I saw this thing on the internet, of course, where everybody learns everything. It's supposed to tell you if you should have long hair or short hair. So you drop a measuring device where your earlobe starts, where the skin starts, right here in your face. Then your pencil under your chin. Then it crosses there. So if it's 3 inches, like above 3, short hair, and below 3, long hair. But mine is right at 3. So here's my question. What do I do?
What do you mean at 3?
It lands at 3.
Well, I've always had short hair. Sometimes it'll grow a little or medium length. But does this happen to you now that I am in perimenopause? My hair used to be super shiny. The ends are now brittle, and my hair it's thinning.
Yeah.
And it's gotten a little brittle, which has normally not been the case for me. We need to have a hair specialist on here.
I think that's a good call. I talk to my hairdresser about this all the time. But my hair has changed. The way I wake up in the morning and it parts itself.
Yep.
Sometimes it's in the center. Sometimes it goes on one side, sometimes the other. So, it's kind of running by itself. And I just have to go with the flow, which is what we all have to do in this stage of life, I suppose.
All day, every day. So today we are talking about all the good stuff. We are Botox, fillers, sunspots, medications, products, crow's feet.
So we hope that you learn some great tips today and get some good takeaways.
We are so excited about our guest today, and we hope that you are too, because if you are like us, you want to try to look young, younger than we are. Well, you're young and you're pretty, honey. So we have a special guest. Her name is Kelly Mercer. And Kelly, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay. We're happy to have you here.
Yes. Thank you for
coming.
Thanks for coming to Raleigh Roots.
Yeah, no, this is exciting. So my name's Kelly, and I'm a medical esthetician for 10 years. I went to Appalachian State, education degree in elementary. I keep forgetting that part. Okay. Elementary education degree.
Yes.
And then halfway through college, I was like, I'm absolutely not doing this for a living. So I went to aesthetic school. Got my aesthetic license, and then last year took the state board to teach aesthetics.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay.
You are smart and good. And Kelly works at a place called New Derma Health and Med Spa right here in Raleigh. It's off of Lake Boone Trail. I've had personal experience at this place, and it is amazing. She is so easy to talk to, and you can ask her anything. And y'all know me. I will ask anything and everything. She can vouch for this. So we are going to jump right in. Okay. So the number one question that we have gotten, what is the difference between Botox and filler? And so Kelly, tell us the difference between Botox and filler and what seems to work the best.
Okay. So Botox and filler are two different things,
Okay.
working toward the same goal, but ultimately it's two completely different things.
Okay.
So Botox does one thing only, and it temporarily paralyzes a muscle. So you're no longer able to make that expression anymore. So if you put Botox here, you can't pull up on your eyebrows. If you put Botox here, you can't furrow your brow like you're mad.
Right.
So that's what Botox does. But a lot of people are not aware that it also, you can use it in the lower part of the face. So for your DAOs, this muscle, your chin, masseter muscle, platysma bands, all of this controls us moving down. So a lot of times, because people are worried about sagging, that's what I hear. They're like, I need to feel, I need to lift. But really, if you put Botox into these muscles, that can also help with that concern.
Honey, I need a truckload of it.
Yeah.
Fill my lower face up.
Botox is wonderful, but it only does one thing. Temporarily paralyzes a muscle. And then filler is a hyaluronic acid substance that is placed into the skin it can do a couple of things. So it can help with sagging because it can define and lift.
Okay.
But it also can fill areas. So think about lip filler. So filling that area to make it plumpy, glowy, whatever the case.
So would you want to do that around your mouth?
I do not like around the mouth. With filler, you don't, and that's the misconception, especially like back in the day. That's what everybody,
That's where they started. My mom did it right
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But it's not about seeing a line and then filling it with filler. That's not the case, because that's when we're running into the problem of being puffy, the pillow face, she has work done type of look. We don't want that.
Kind of like the Joan Rivers look like.
Exactly. Aging gracefully and placing things where they need to be. But also everybody's so different. So when you look at someone and you're deciding between Botox and filler, it's not about choosing one of those. You can do both. It's just, is this a muscle problem or is this a skin elasticity problem?
Okay.
And then you kind of go from there.
I can tell my upper lip even gotten thinner. Does that happen with age generally?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. And again, I think that is so good to have someone educated like you to say you don't want to walk around with duck lips, right? Like I've seen that in pictures. So you can do it and still look natural.
Exactly. It is 95% of who's doing it for results, for sure.
Okay.
And not necessarily about the substance. But hopefully that explains the difference between the two. Because I think when we talk about aesthetics, it's which one should I do? Or what's better?
But you can do both and what you're going for. Well, can you do all of it to me and just make me look like I'm 20? I'm in. Sign me up. Sign me up.
I've heard really good things from several people about having Botox, like for TMJ.
Yes.
That muscle that you were talking about. And a lot of people swear it has been a huge game changer.
It does. Because it paralyzes the muscle. So if you are not able to clench your jaw and you're not able to bite down, it relaxes the muscle, prevents from migraines, things like that.
Yeah, I was going to say, I've heard it for migraine.
Yeah. I would like to definitely try that because I'm a clencher. One of the women was telling me that she did it, and yet it actually defines her
jawline.
I mean, I think I was born with an overactive little muscle right here.
Flips, for example, that's like the fascination now, to insert Botox here to give you that nice little flip and lip.
So this is what it is. I see this everywhere. I had no idea what it was. Now, why do you want to lip flip?
So lip flips are great, and really they were created for a gummy smile and not necessarily to make your lips larger. So when you smile and you can see your gums, having that muscle paralyzed prevents you from seeing the gum. So if you smile, you see your gums, and you press down on your lip,
then
it's not moving. But the thing is with that, because we use our mouth more than anything to eat, chew, use a straw.
Talk, honey, we talk.
Literally. That muscle is going to be worked all the time. So it doesn't last as long as Botox in your forehead.
Do a lot of people get?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think the most important thing is telling patients it's not filler. It is not going to make your lips look larger. And so a lot of times people are like, I'm scared of filler. I want to do Botox in my lips. It's not the same. It just provides that nice little lift in the lip, but it's not going to add any volume to your lip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I have learned something new today. Can I also come in and get a lip flip?
Absolutely.
I'm going to look like a whole new person.
We will have a whole new host for everyone.
I'll be like Joan Rivers on crack. They'll be like, what has happened? And I know there's different kinds of Botox and there's different types and brands of filler, but that's the other thing that Kelly and New Derma is so great about. They will explain the difference.
Another big topic that comes up a lot in our circles is sunspots. What can we do to, well, I mean, now prevention's kind of over, right? Like now we need to correct everything at our age. All the years of sun damage. What are the best things for us to do to treat and correct and I guess prevent later?
This is my favorite topic, and it's my favorite treatment and my favorite thing to just discuss with patients because it's really about knowing. So obviously preventing the problem is easier, but if you're at the point of like now we're having to do correction, there's things that can be done. And a lot of times when you look in the mirror and you're just like you just feel gross or you feel like, you feel dull, you feel like you're aging. It's the sun damage. So a lot of times patients are like, my wrinkles. And I'm like, girl, that's not what we even need to start.
You're like, let's start with the sun.
The more tan and damaged your face is, the older you are going to appear. That's just
oh gosh.
Do you remember something about Mary Magda?
Yes.
Did you see that movie?
Yeah. So treatment wise, there's a lot of different things that you can do, but it's all individual based.
Okay.
So it depends on what we call Fitzpatrick scale as far as how likely you are to burn from the sun. So someone like us, we could definitely do treatments like an IPL. But with someone with darker skin tones, you wouldn't want to do that laser necessarily. So it's figuring out, let's just take you for example.
Okay.
Let's say you have sun damage and you have dark spots, and that's your concern.
And I do.
I would definitely do IPL, and I would do microneedling.
Okay.
So IPL is a laser that's designed to target pigment. So any reds, any capillaries, veins, spider veins, and hyperpigmentation. So that's what that treatment is.
Well, let's add that to the list,
Now, how
Kelly.
much does that hurt? That is my question for everything.
Right. It is not, I'll be honest, it's spicy, but it's not bad at all. I mean, it's not anything that someone can't get through, obviously.
Okay.
You can't numb for it because numbing changes the color of the skin and it's after color.
Oh.
So I compare it to like a hot rubber band flick.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've had babies. We can do it.
But IPL, the results from IPL they're incredible. I mean, even just after one.
Really? And how many should you have?
I would say 3 for sure. Depending on the person, we start out at 3.
Okay.
But you notice a massive difference after one. And when you look at the before and after pictures of someone with the pigment, you were like, this person looks younger, but you don't even realize that it's because the pigment is gone.
Oh,
wow. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So going back to Botox and filler, a lot of people would assume that's what I need to do. I want to throw all this Botox and filler into, age gracefully. But throwing that into a barrier that's sun damage, it doesn't look any better at all.
Oh, I like your take on this.
Yes.
This is good.
I'm going to start with, I think, the IPL and the what do you call it?
Microneedling. Yeah.
Okay.
Alternating those treatments is key.
Now, should I wait until the end of the summer if I'm going to be in the sun?
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's my.
After the summer is over and we are getting into fall and winter is a good time to do that.
It's a good time to start correction.
Okay.
That's the busiest time for medical aesthetics. Because you don't want to be in the sun 2 weeks before you do a laser or really any treatment.
Okay.
And then, of course, obviously, if we're treating and then you go out to Jamaica or Tahiti, hello, we're trying to counteract that.
Right.
So it's making sure when I'm with the patient, I make sure that we're on the same wavelength of a game plan as far as treatments go. And then, of course, the products. Products are 80% of results. And sunscreen is your insurance for it all. So not wearing it is, quite honestly, you're wasting money.
Right.
So it's making sure that our patient's aware of that.
There's sunscreen every single day on my face. But as I'm aging, I am literally absorbing the sun. Like I suck it into my skin. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know what the deal is.
If you think about it this way, so skin is we see it as this 2D object, but really it's not. So your melanocyte that produces melanin pigment, it's like an iceberg underneath the skin. So as we age, the skin thins, things start to fall.
Okay.
That obvious sun damage is coming out. So I don't know if you've ever seen a lamp where you stick your face in it and you can see all these colors of someone's face.
Okay.
It's called a Woods lamp. That shows you where pigment is hiding, even though we can't see it right now. So this device, like IPL treatments like that, are finding it and trying to target it before it even gets there.
Oh, wow.
So if you think about, there's stuff that we can't see underneath the skin.
Okay.
So you when you wake up one day and you're like, where did the spot come from?
Right.
It's been there. It's just now
now
here.
surfacing now.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm learning so much, y'all.
That is very high tech.
Yeah.
IPL is the coolest treatment to see because it literally brings out the pigment and you can see this freckly coffee ground appearance on the skin once you're treated.
I look like I've got Folgers all over my face. Okay. Now that brings me to, some people use retinol and some people use tretinoin. Am I saying that right? Tell us, number one, should people be using that? Number two, the difference between the two. And do you recommend it?
Okay. This could be an entire different podcast.
Okay.
Because that's how much information there is on retinoids. So I'll try to keep it short.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
But this is how I explain it in a treatment room with patients. To make it just concise, to the point, it is what it is.
Okay.
So you have the umbrella term retinoids. All these things fit under the term retinoids. So you have retinol, what you'll hear the most, retinol, retinaldehyde, and tretinoin, or retin-A, which is retinoic acid.
Okay.
Okay.
That is tretinoin. So how that works, it's not necessarily that retinol is better than tretinoin. It just works slower. So when you apply tretinoin to the skin, it drives straight to the dermis and it converts into retinoic acid and it does its job. Retinol takes twice as long to convert. So one is faster than the other, but that does not mean to start with the strongest. And the best way to explain that is a gym analogy. If you're going to go lift weights in a gym and you've never lifted weights in your life, you're not going to go in there and bench press your body weight. Or else you're not going to be able to.
Away.
So starting low and slow and working your way up to use a more aggressive product is best.
So are you saying that maybe start with retinol and then switch to
tretinoin eventually?
Okay.
Now you could start with something like a retinaldehyde, which again, I won't go into all the details. You could start with a retinaldehyde that's stronger than a retinol because the way it delivers to the skin is less aggressive.
Okay.
That obviously is going to work a little bit faster and better than just using retinol. Right.
But what does it do? Is it helping it look fresher, brighter?
Yes.
Tell me what it's doing.
So retinoids were created in the 40s and 50s for acne. That's why they were created. And they are a derivative of vitamin A, and they do one thing only, and they increase your cell turnover rate.
Okay.
So people are like, okay, what does that mean? About how old you are in days, your skin is producing new healthy skin.
Come.
So when you are aging, the goal is to speed that up. Because if you think about someone in their teens and 20s, they have this plump, glowy skin.
Yes.
So when your cell turnover rate is slowing down, the goal is to increase it.
Come.
So when you apply something like a tretinoin, that's what it's doing.
It's speeding it up.
Yeah, which is why people think they are allergic to it because they're like, oh, I was so red, I was so flaky. And I'm like, because you used the strongest one. And of course your skin was like, what in the heck are you doing? So using a retinol 5 out of 7 nights a week is going to be better than you using a tretinoin 1 time a week, identical to lifting weights. To the gym consistently, it's going to be better than just going once a week.
Yep.
Got it.
But
I love that analogy.
They increase your cell turnover rate. It's seen as the holy grail of anti-aging, which it is.
Now, do you have to get the tretinoin and the retinol from a dermatologist? Can you get it? Do you have to have a prescription?
For tretinoin, yes. For retinol, any medical spa or dermatology. I mean, I'll be honest with you, any drugstore retinol it's not going to do much.
Okay.
For sure.
Good to know.
Yeah.
So
very
don't
good
waste
to
your
know.
money.
Don't
on
waste
that.
your money.
Oh, that's very good to know. I had
like
no
that.
idea about that. You know, there are bazillion products. What products would you suggest that they go out and buy?
So the most important product is going to be sunscreen. Like the end. It is the only thing that matters when it comes to, I know, when you're really trying to correct and protect the skin, sunscreen. It's your insurance for your skin.
Okay.
Other than that, I would say a retinoid and a vitamin C for sure are the most like the key 3 products. If I had to bring to an island, that's what's going to work the best.
Okay. And if you're using a Retin-A or something like that, you have to use sunscreen because you are so much more sensitive to the sun.
It does make you a little bit more sensitive to sun.
So y'all, I'm failing. All right. I am definitely failing in the skin department. Now, I do have a face lotion with sunscreen in it, but it's not fancy. So maybe I should switch.
Well, really too is, I hear that all the time. But if it's is it a moisturizer?
Uh-huh.
Okay, yeah. So I always say use moisturizer and your sunscreen needs to be completely separate.
Y'all.
I know.
I can do it. I can do it.
You know, sunscreen is just for summer.
But it's
I always
all
say
the time.
all
the
the
sun
time.
literally does not give a crap how hot it is outside.
And I'm starting to get sunspots on my hands.
Yes. Yes.
Y'all, I've had Uber drivers pick me up with these gloves on.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm like, wait, are you OJ Simpson? Don't drive me down a dark road.
Yeah.
So if y'all see me driving down with the Michael Jackson gloves on, be like, wow. No, it's because I want my hands to not have so many sunspots because they're pretty bad now. Y'all, this is good to know. You've got to invest in your health. You've got to invest in your skin.
Yeah, your skin's the largest organ. It's protecting everything inside of you. I need to be using the right things. And it is 80% of what you're using at home for results, unfortunately, because it means you actually have to do it.
Okay.
You know, it is identical to diet and working out.
You are really educating me today.
I hope so.
You are. This is fantastic.
This is so good. And I need to set the alarms, all these alarms on my phone to say, don't forget to moisturize. Don't forget your sunscreen.
Yeah.
So next question. Some people that I see, they get too much work. They look frozen or too fake or like.
Or there's like this black head.
Yeah. And
you know where it looks like there's a square coming across?
Yep.
Yeah. Black
forehead. Yeah. I mean, like,
that's so true.
And is it just as simple as you are getting too much Botox or too much filler, or what can prevent, like, what should I do or not do so that we don't get to that place?
That is your injector. So, and I don't speak on like obviously any other places or, you know, people.
Sure.
I mean, same thing for our office. it's my job to tell you, look, sis, you've done a little too much. Like, we're not actually going to do that.
Yes,
Okay.
girl.
So it is all about how you are injecting and how much of what you are injecting. You know, like, you are going to age. And it's odd when people are in their 50s and 60s and they look 25.
Yeah.
Our philosophy is to age gracefully. But it's all about the placement. And when you're talking about the block,
Yes, the blockhead.
so what happened there is the injector probably did not treat this muscle, frontalis muscle, but injected here. So this is not moving, but you have a muscle up here that actually pulls down. So this one's still moving. So now you've given all the workload to this muscle.
Oh my goodness.
And this one's not working. And so now you've had this like shelf, what we call a shelf.
Yeah. You can see it. I mean,
Okay.
it is visible.
It's very visible. So
Wow.
I'm talking to patients because it's my job to direct them to what they need. But they always say, well, this really bothers me, just this line. But if you're injecting here, you want to be injecting here as well.
So it
Because they
works
all
together.
Okay.
They work together.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Dr. Spencer is fantastic. And he is also, I've seen him. I actually need to go back to see him. But you can ask him anything. He's super approachable.
Yes, he is. He's very, he's
laid
wonderful.
back. And I mean, I'll ask him questions and I'm like, please laugh at me. And he doesn't. I'm like, I want you to because I sound like a moron. But yeah, super great. I think that this place, and I've been to others, and I'm sure there are others that are around and people love their
Definitely.
places. But I can personally speak that Dr. Spencer and Kelly are fantastic for sure.
We try.
Yep.
He and Steven are Dr. Spencer. We're both very honest. You know, so you have people that want to be, you can tell they're already overfilled and they want that look. And we just say like, okay, you do not look good.
Good.
And so there's that. But if that's, you know, everybody's different.
Right.
And if that's what you want to do, obviously our job is to make you happy, but
Right.
our name's on it.
One of my old bosses, she would get facials. I don't know if it was like not weekly, but maybe every other week. But I mean, she looked amazing.
Yep.
I mean, she was never really aging. And I remember taking note of that. And I was trying to do some hydrofacials for a while. But I did notice I would end up, I feel like getting like the oil packets. They're not really zits. They're more like, they
I've got
hurt.
one.
Or like a zit that would last forever, super, super deep. And so when I stopped that, then that wouldn't happen.
Okay.
But do I want to have those come out of my face?
So purging's always right.
Right?
Purging's always a possibility.
Okay.
Like if you put something new on your skin or any type of exfoliation, think about it again. Stuff is in your skin is coming out. So purging is a possibility.
What do you mean purge? What?
So stuff coming
purging?
up and out to the surface. One of those things, I don't know the solutions that she was using. So it might be
Yeah.
something too aggressive. or
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Very sensitive
Exactly.
skin.
And that's the great thing about hydrofacials is that it's so customizable to what you need. So what I use on you may not be what I use on you.
Okay.
So it's knowing that part. But
Mhm.
facials are great. Facials in a day spa, it's more of, you know, that fluff, what I call fluff and puff.
Right.
Like relaxing. But it's like we could do a little bit more.
Got it.
You know,
Yeah.
you want to really work out the skin.
So it's like maybe a nice maintenance.
It's your cardio.
Okay. It's
It
your
is your
cardio.
cardio. And-
It's your
and when you-
treadmill.
Good
Okay.
to know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going back to the cell turnover rate. So I'm 32. So about every 30-ish days, my skin's producing new healthy skin.
Okay.
So as you age, you want to increase that. And that's what every treatment does. So that's why every 4 to 6 weeks, getting a treatment is best, if that makes sense. So it's not like some random number we came up with.
Okay.
Because you say, well, how often should I do it?
Well, now you said every 30 days. What about when you are in your late 40s?
That's how often your skin cells are turning over. So it's slowing down.
Yes.
So
46,
at 48,
47.
then it's every 48 days.
Mhm. And it's
Oh.
not like to the day, roughly. So
Sure.
exfoliation, and exfoliation meaning like obviously products or treatments, speeding that up is going to give you those new healthy skin cells.
Good to know. What about like crow's feet and bags under our eyes and dark circles
the
under our
bags,
eyes?
yeah.
Eyes are so tricky. I mean, there's so many eye creams on the market and things like that.
Mm.
I'm not spending more than $100 on eye cream. It's
Okay.
just not happening. Eyes are
Okay.
typically, I mean, sure you can use it, but do I think it makes them a massive difference? No. There's not one
Okay.
eye product, even with medical grade, that I've been like, wow, this is a game changer. You know, this is
Okay.
worth the $200. Eyes are either genetics, hereditary, lifestyle, environment. So if you're drinking a ton and not sleeping well, it's going to be visible. With aging, that's the first place that we're losing, you know, the collagen and elasticity of the skin.
Okay.
So it's very thin skin. So it becomes kind of like gaunt look, or it could be the opposite where it's puffy and it just old. You know, Botox definitely around the eye area is great.
Can you do that I know on the sides.
You can do it right underneath. As
Underneath.
well.
Okay.
Because that's a muscle that runs through here. But as far as treatments go, I mean, every treatment we bring up to the eye area, microneedling, your lasers, your peels, things like that to increase your elasticity and collagen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, should we be taking collagen? Like, I know there's powders you can put in your coffees and all that. Is that a good thing?
It's yes. I mean, like yes and no. I'll just be honest.
Yeah. Be honest.
I don't think it's 100% worth it.
Well, I don't really see how it works. If collagen, we're supposed to be making it and then you drink it. I don't see how that's going to actually make you make it.
Right. When it comes to hair and nails, I'm like, sure. And if you think that it helps you, then use it. Like whatever makes you sleep better at night. You know, like if you truly see a difference with your skin,
that makes sense.
That's gorgeous. We love that. But does it really actually, when you're speaking of like the ones with powder and things like that? No. The only way to increase and build new collagen is in vitamin C, and L-ascorbic acid, or THC, ascorbic acid, and treatments like microneedling that are purposely injuring the skin so your skin has to heal itself. When your skin's healing itself, it's producing new collagen. So like if you fall down the stairs, your skin will eventually heal.
That makes total sense.
Your collagen's working.
God, that makes sense. There's
just better things. Drinking collagen. I mean, essentially with a lot of vitamins, you're really just urinating them out.
It's not going to hurt you. Are you really just all of a sudden going to put a scoop of powder in your water or coffee every day and all of a sudden have this life-changing?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay. I've got a lot of work to do, y'all.
Well, no, but it's like it's a marathon,
it's a
right? It's a journey. It's a journey.
I'm going to set my next appointment with you and do baby steps, right?
Plan.
Let's come up with these 3 things for the next 90 days.
And I give patients an option, which I just find this works better. You know, we can go the slower route or we can go aggressive route. So which one are you comfortable with as far as your lifestyle goes? You know, are you someone that's always in the sun and you're always out and about doing things? Okay, we probably need to take the more slow baby approach versus hitting you with a CO2 laser. And now you've had 2 weeks of downtime. Or, you know, a facelift. Like, those are different avenues we can discuss as far as what your lifestyle is, what your goal is, and how much money you have to spend.
And financial goals. Because that's a big thing, too, right?
It's huge, yeah.
Especially when you're sending your kids to college.
Thousands of dollars, I want you to see results.
Yeah. That. Okay.
And then you have to take care of the results because I think that's the one thing that, especially in our culture is so quick to get a fix.
Drives me insane.
And then you're done.
But
you're not. Like if you're going to spend the money on a facelift or some of these expensive treatments, then you need to keep up with it.
Exactly. It's identical to someone going to get weight loss surgery or any type of lipo. You still need to maintain a healthy diet. You know, it's not about the appearance. It's about your overall organs. I mean, really how you feel. So like if you've had gastric bypass or surgeries, you have to maintain that healthy diet, and it's a lifestyle change.
Right. So it's not a quick fix and then, hey, you don't have to do anything else about it.
That's why my job's complicated because it's not like hair and nails. You know, if I want highlights in my hair, I walk out with highlights in my hair. If I want my nails red, then I walk out with my nails red.
Yes.
Skin is an organ and it takes time for you to see the results, but you have to be consistent with it. And I'm not home with you to do it.
I'm going to be texting you at night and be like, help. Okay. Again, we'll drop Kelly's information in the link. So if you want to reach out to her, she is fantastic. And wear your sunscreen and drink your water. And I do neither. So here I go. I'm going to turn over a new leaf, people. Oh, gosh. Okay. I need to get a whole new Trapper Keeper 3-ring binder for my notes. All right.
So a couple questions about Raleigh, since it is the Raleigh Roots podcast.
Yes.
What would you say is one of your favorite things to do in Raleigh when you are not working or injecting people?
Me and my boyfriend, we love to play pickleball. So I take tennis lessons.
Okay.
The whole thing.
Good for you.
Y'all need to play together.
Class for 3 times now, but the coach was like, "You should just stay right here." I got it. Okay. I danced in college. I did not play tennis. So we love pickleball. We love to be outside. We love beach music in North Hills on Thursday nights. It's fun during the summertime. Any activity going on in Raleigh, we try to find it and go for it. Raleigh is wonderful. It really is. I lived in Hickory after college, and it was like the quiet version of Raleigh. It's in the small, quaint, like great retirement, you know, but Raleigh is kind of both.
Yeah.
Best of both worlds.
That's awesome.
I love it here. And the demographic is a lot different. That's what I love about it.
It's such a mixed bag, which is awesome.
Yeah, because in Hickory, I had not the same patient, but the clientele was fairly the same. But here, it's just all different types of people coming from all over the world.
I love
that.
Fun. That's great.
And is there something that you wish Raleigh had that we don't?
I don't know. I'm trying to think about that.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting like a water park, not a water park, but like the white water
I
rafting.
saw
Isn't that thing?
So
Yeah.
this now, yeah. So this has
Okay.
been. I've been seeing little snippets about that over by the airport.
I hope that's true
Um,
because I feel like that's what I would choose. Just because I love the mountains. Because going to App
Yeah.
State, like I was always out and about hiking, whitewater rafting, doing those things. So that would be fun to see.
That would be exciting. I
Yeah.
think it would be well
Raleigh has so
received.
much though.
Yeah. And you know what? Anytime you want to go out and listen to beach music, call me.
Yes, I will.
I'm in.
It's so
I'm
fun.
in. The North Hills, that beach music series is a lot of fun. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much,
Yeah,
Kelly.
this was
Seriously, this was
you.
awesome.
You have to come back.
coming
You
back.
have to come back. You are awesome.
Thank you.
We hope you loved hearing from Kelly. I did. I was probably like a little more fascinated than normal because I learned quite a bit. She was so great and good. So y'all, let's follow all of her tips and we'll be models.
When she talked about how your skincare is much like going to the gym, right? And she was doing this great job explaining lifting weights compared to cardio, and that, you're not just going to go to the gym once a week and do this massive workout. You have
And
to
maintenance.
continue, right? It's maintenance. It's this
Yeah.
daily thing. It's like your diet and exercise. And she was fantastic. I really enjoyed having Kelly here.
Me too. And we hope you picked up some stuff too. So come back for episode 7. We've got some exciting things on the table for that. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, and we will link Kelly's information in the show notes as well as anything else that we discussed.
Yeah.
And also, if you have enjoyed this episode, please feel free to share with a friend.
And always, Raleigh, stay rooted and a little reckless. Thanks for joining.
Bye.
Bye.